No one ever imagined that the golden voice of BTS's lead vocalist Jungkook would one day be heard more often in a real estate business boardroom than on a concert stage. But here's a reality that's starting to surprise many fans and observers of the global entertainment industry. Jungkook isn't just serious, he's obsessed with the world of residential property. And what is more surprising, he is said to have begun to think about reducing his musical activities in order to enlarge his steps in the world of business and property investment. A decision that not only shocked the K-pop world, but also amazed veteran investors. How could a global icon who has dominated the world's music scene, with millions of ardent fans from Seoul to Sao Paulo, now choose to spend his time talking about land, architecture, and property exchange rates? Many refer to this as an identity crisis. But for Jungkook, this is evolution. He is not just an idol. He is now a visionary who sees great opportunities behind bricks and cement. In recent months, news of Jungkook secretly buying property worth billions of won began circulating in the Korean media. However, not many know that in fact, the move was not just a whim. It was part of a grand plan he had devised 3 years ago, even before he was drafted into the army. Behind the scenes of concerts, vocal rehearsals, and advertising shoots, Jungkook turned out to be a diligent study of the property market, attended investment seminars, and even secretly developed a startup engaged in smart housing. Jungkook, who used to be known as the Golden Magne, is now starting to be dubbed the Golden Investor. It's not just any property that he's after. He is interested in high-tech luxury residential projects that combine comfort, safety, and aesthetics. Internal sources said that Jungkook is even in talks with some of South Korea's top architects to build a residential complex that is not only livable, but also worthy of being used as a status symbol. The residential complex will reportedly have a smart home AI system, biometric security features, a Zen meditation garden, to a mini concert hall inspired by BTS's own studio. But Jungkook's decision was not without controversy. Many consider themselves too young to play in the realm of big property business. There were also those who accused him of being too greedy, as if wealth and fame from the music world were not enough. But for Jungkook, it's not about the money. In a short interview he gave before leaving for the army, he said, "I always thought, what am I going to do after music? I don't want to be just a memory. I want to create something eternal. Property, houses, dwellings, it's all something tangible and lasts much longer than a song." The statement instantly changed the course of the public conversation. Many initially disappointed fans are now beginning to understand that their idol is not only a singer, but also a thinker of the future. Some even began buying shares of the real estate companies in which Jungkook invested, hoping that the idol's fortune could rub off on their portfolios. One of Jungkook's most striking early moves was the purchase of an old colonial-style building in the Hanam district, an elite area of Seoul where top conglomerates and celebrities live. Many thought Jungkook would tear down the building and rebuild it. But quite the opposite, he renovated the building, retaining the original facade, adding a modern touch to the interior, and transformed it into a sample house from his modern heritage-themed residential project. The result? Tickets for a private tour of the building, accessible only to VIP invitees, were sold out in a matter of hours. At a time when many celebrities are focused on the world of fashion or makeup, Jungkook chooses a quieter, deeper, and riskier path. But as one senior property investor in Seoul put it, if people like Jungkook are already thinking about the future through property, then young Koreans should start opening their eyes. This is not a trend, this is a revolution. However, the most surprising news came from the internal big hit music. Jungkook has turned down offers for major solo musical projects several times because he wanted to focus more on building his investment portfolio. In fact, some say that he began to look at collaboration opportunities between property and entertainment, such as building a small theater in his residential complex that could be used for exclusive performances by artists. A concept that, if successful, will change the face of South Korea's entertainment and property industry once and for all. Jungkook's fans, who used to call themselves ARMY, are now split. Some still hope Jungkook will fully return to music after enlistment, but others have begun to accept a new reality. that the Jungkook they once knew is not the Jungkook he is today. It has grown, evolved, and built its own business empire. As usual, he didn't do anything half-assed. What makes a world-class singer, who almost never misses the Billboard charts, decide to move his center of gravity from the concert stage to the investor meeting room? The answer may be deeper than just economic calculations or attempts at wealth diversification. It is a reflection of the changing mindset of an artist who has witnessed fame in its most extreme form and now wants to prove that he can conquer another world, a world colored not by the cheers of fans, but by the sharpness of instincts. Investment strategies and asset value calculations. An anonymous source close to one of South Korea's elite property brokers revealed that Jungkook is in talks to acquire nearly an acre of vacant land in the Songbukdong district, an area known for its exclusivity and high historical value. But this is not just a personal purchase. The land will reportedly be developed into an eco-residential estate, a natural residential area that will be equipped with a private art gallery, tropical greenhouses, and meditative pavilions. All will be built on carbon-neutral principles. In the project presentation document leaked to local media, there is one sentence handwritten by Jungkook himself. "I want to create a place that is not only worth living, but also worth living." Those words ignited the public discussion. In an instant, Jungkook's name was not only trending on music or fashion platforms, but also started to become a hot topic in property investment forums, academic discussions about urban architecture, to become a case study in one of the MBA classes at Yonsei University. Everyone wondered, how can a young boy who grew up on the K-pop stage now become the new symbol of a generation of Korean entrepreneurs who are not afraid to take big risks? However, the success of Jungkook's business move also provokes a dark question. Is he looking for a way out of the entertainment world that is now starting to feel cramped for his ambitions? Is the K-pop industry, which has been worshipping him like a god, slowly becoming a shackle that he wants to release? Many fans have wondered, especially since Jungkook began limiting his appearances on social media and only appearing in non-musical contexts such as interviews with investors, visits to construction sites, to posts about green building technology. One of the moments that made the public really excited was when Jungkook was seen leaving a meeting hall in the Gangnam area along with the CEO of one of Korea's major construction companies. Dressed in a gray formal suit and without a strict escort, the photo went viral in a matter of minutes. Many thought it was an ordinary meeting, but according to a report released by the renowned economic magazine Chosen Biz, the meeting was part of strategic merger talks between a property startup owned by Jungkook and one of the giant developer groups looking to reach the high-end millennial market. If the deal does happen, Jungkook will become the minority owner of a project worth more than 800 billion won, a figure that, even by celebrity business standards, is staggering. However, amid the hustle and bustle of business and public speculation, there is a personal side to this journey that is barely revealed: Jungkook's disquiet towards the concept of home.